Thank you. I hope that you can type in your comments. I do. I would like to hear them. I'm still working on something here. Okay, there we are. I want to let me turn this off, and because what I'd like to do is have a serious conversation with you today, and I'd like you to respond to me. Okay. Um, I'm waiting on this thing to come up. I think I have. I think what I did is I did a double king, and I got to figure out which one I want to use. Give me a second. Yes. See, I'm live on. Well, I have two people watching. I'm I'm live now, and but I'm on the wrong stream. Just a second. Let me take care of a little closing doors here, and so we have our privacy time. Ah, all right. This will work. Ah, now this is going to be a serious webcast, one of the most serious ones that I've ever done. And so I want you to take it as a serious venture. I want to ask you certain questions. And let me do this because I'm okay. Okay, there we go. All right. We'll use this one instead of the other preview that I had up. Uh Elder Ben, hi. How you doing? And you are one of the main guys that I'm glad that you're on here with me to address this issue. And Elder Benz, I'm glad you're there because you'll be my go-to man for the scriptures. Find the New Testament scripture where Jesus or Paul or somebody said, come out from amongst them. I have my Bible here, but I got to tell you the truth. I don't keep up with this book the way I used to keep up with it years ago. I'm not ashamed to say that I've lost my, how can I say it? I lost my ambition to look in the scriptures every day. But that's another story altogether. Let's start off like this. All right. Hi, good to see you. Jody Matthews. Okay, well, I don't know why you call me daddy, but okay, you found me. And that's all that matters is that you found me. See, long as you found me and you keeping up, yeah. Um, I'm gonna be asking a series of questions, and I'm gonna make some statements, and I want to tell you why I'm doing this webcast. I was talking with a friend of mine. He's more than a friend because he knows that yes, well, I'm so glad because I want gay men especially to hear me on this one. This is specifically to gay men. If the people can't tune in now, I would hope that they would tune in later. If people have this, if they'll see me live if they go there. I put two intros up. I keep getting mixed up with this technology. I was talking with a friend of mine over the phone this morning, and he said that he was talking with a mutual friend of ours that I used to pastor. And he asked the man, why doesn't he call me or come by and visit me occasionally from time to time the way he used to do? I'm going to tell you what the man said. He said, I don't want to go by and visit PJ because he likes anus and penis. That's what the man said, referring to my homosexuality. All right. Thank you for joining me. I'll read the comments and I'll um, try to comment. And I'm glad you guys are on early because of what I'm going to say to you. I told him I have to go see my doctor and my daughter's on the way over here, so I can't talk. And I hung up. I had to finish shaving, making myself presentable. Even when I go to the doctor and my baby girl's coming to pick me up, I don't want to look like an 80-year-old retarded man. I think I'm a good looking man at 80. Matter of fact, before I get deep into this, let me tell you, I went to the counter and I got a witness because my daughter was there. I went to the counter and she said, what's your birthday? I said, 2/8/44. And she said, oh my God, you're 80 years old. I was dressed like this, had on a light leather jacket and some shades. And she said, you're 80? I said, yes. And she said, oh, you blessed, man. And you're not bent over and you're here? I said, yeah, I'm here for, they want to do a CAT scan on this thing under my arm. So my daughter brought me out because whenever I go to that part of the Kaiser and I got to go to the basement, then over here, and I had to go give blood over there and do that before they gave me the CAT scan and put all that stuff in me, trying to see what this lump is under my arm. And she told me, and my daughter said, come on, Daddy. And the lady at the counter said, Queen. She called me a king and called Leslie a queen when she saw the way Leslie responded and was helping her dad. And she said, you blessed girl. You still got it. And look at him. This man look at him. And I said, thank you, dear. She said, no, I know that queen knows that she's walking with the king. This is what we're about. I knew that. When I was pastoring in the church, that's exactly what I was trying to tell those people. Not a king and the queen in the sense as one would take it being in America, but a king and a queen where we originally from and how we respect one another and treat one another. Anyhow, that made me feel wonderful. But I could not help but to think about what my friend told me. His friend said to him, he said that I don't want to go and talk with John Coleman because of his sexual preference and his life preference and him telling us that he was a homosexual. Well, I thought about that and I said, there's probably other people out there that feel the same way. And so I owe you all an explanation. Stop coming to my site. Don't listen to me. Don't pay me any attention. Don't look at my official website. Don't stop it. Stop looking at me because I'm not going to stop being who I am to please you. If any of you sitting out there and you don't like my lifestyle and I'm a homosexual, I lean towards, if I want to be attracted to someone, I lean more towards a man than a woman. That's what a homosexual is. I'm not a predator on children. I've never been that. That to me is abomination, anathema. Most of the people in the church that I pastored had children. Not one of them children came forward in the 10 or 12 years that I was pastoring at that church and said that I touched them, groped them, talked with them about anything other than the Bible and the lesson that I was presenting. If the child does exist, I told the parent, come forth, come by my house and tell me that. And bring that little numbskull with you to get your lie right. I ain't got no money for you. I wouldn't help you get a dime. Anyone that thinks that a homosexual is a sexual predator, and anyone that thinks that I walk around looking at men and want to have men, when I speak with my homosexual friends, one of the main things that we quibble about is the amount of sex I'm not having. I don't need to have sex with a human being. When I say that I'm a homosexual, I'm trying to help some of you that need help because you don't know what you're talking about. You need to stop listening to me. Now, let me read my stream here because I got a lot of people saying some things, and I'm glad that you're on because I want you to join the conversation. And if you're gay, especially you, if you're a predator, do you love every man you see? I sure don't. Just like when I was looking for a wife to marry, I was looking for a certain kind of woman. Okay. Womanati, why are you asking me, am I all right? Boogie, I'll answer your question. Don't worry about my visitors. Good. Joey, I want you to tell those guys on the gay chat about this and let them come on. All right? Womanati, I don't care what you shocked by. Get over it. I've been gay my whole damn life. Why are you shocked that a gay man can preach from this book? Why? Were you following me because I wasn't gay? That's a good question. If you think that a pastor shouldn't be gay, you can share that too. I was, I am, I will forever be. Now, Womanati said that they shocked. For what? Don't be shocked. Rejoice with me. Now, the name of this show is Come Out From Amongst Them. All right? And you know why I call it that? Because I thought about the scripture. If Jesus said, "Come out from amongst them and be ye separate," thus saith the Lord. First of all, if the Lord said it, who were the them that he was telling the people to come out from amongst? Why would Jesus tell you to go into the world and illuminate their minds with the truth of God's word? Listen to me and stop thinking with your own retarded mind. You got to stop letting all these questions have you spin out. I need you to calm the hell down, and I need you to focus on what I'm saying, because I'm not changing anything about me for any of you. I've never done that before, and I'm sure enough not going to do it now. And if you don't like me because I'm gay, there's a stop button. You just hit it. And I've been saying this for Womanati. I've been saying this for well over a year on my YouTube page. But I was not outraged. I was embarrassed when this brother told me that this guy will not call me nor communicate with me because I put out to the world. I didn't come out the closet because I never was in no damn closet. See, the connotation of you being in the closet means that you screwing all these people in the streets and having inordinate sexual experiences with people, and so therefore you're disqualified. No, I've never been disqualified from Christian ministry because of any sexual prowess. Never. The clowns that won in my church lied on me. They must have wanted to have sex with me. And I'm going to tell you this. If I ever wanted to get with a man, I told him to his face, and he wouldn't hide because he'd ask me why. And I said, let me tell you why I like you so much. I'm thinking now about a young man that used to come and minister to me and the church members in my church. And when I joined a particular organization, in the meantime, men, this man that came and ministered in my church said, Pastor John, what are you doing here? Know what I said to him? I'm more surprised to see you. But I wasn't, because I knew what he was when he was ministering to the people in my church. But I never spoke to him about it. Why should I? I knew he was a homosexual, and he should have known I was. But how come he didn't know it? So don't be shocked at what I am. Please don't be shocked. And I'm never going to try to be on what I am to please you. In other words, I'm not going to try to camouflage me for your happiness. Now, here's some questions that I want to ask. But first of all, let me read up, because a lot of people are typing things, and I'm 80 years old. No, to answer your question, there's nothing wrong with me. I went to the doctor because I have a lump under my arm here, right here. I think I strained a muscle while I was exercising. So I had to go get it checked to make sure it's nothing but a lump. But if it is anything else like cancer or whatever, let it be said, let it be done. All right. So let's get back to it. One of the most intellectual informative, brightest preachers I like the most had issues. Bishop Vernon Ash. So I'm judging you or I'm not judging you. Okay, I don't know this other guy. Was he a homosexual? Because if he was all the above that you just said. Most homosexual men are brilliant, bright. I happen to be Aquarian, so I know I'm smart. Couldn't nobody pastor that church like me. I told them clowns that came around there that wanted to pastor, you can't do what I do. You don't even know how to talk without stumbling over your own mouth. See, I'm totally resigned from that. So I can talk any damn way I want to. I can drink my red wine. Price is dead, and I told him he was going to die before me because I told him you ain't nothing but a damn heretic, lying and taking people's money. I'm going to also give you a definition of a true preacher. And so those of you that still got your head spinning around following these clowns can't get your head right. And if you don't want to talk with me, please let it be something legitimate. Not because as a species, I'm not like you. No homosexual is like a heterosexual. He's a different species of human beings than a hetero. I am a homo, not a hetero. It doesn't mean that I go around trying to have sex with people and molesting men and groping them and all that bull. You know what? Don't get me going. Clowns, you let these racists, race haters, and all these other people put bull crap in your head. And then they try to say that God told you that you're going to hell. Wait a minute. Now here's a question that I have. All right. Seem like don't nobody want to talk with me, but you Illuminati? Well, maybe they'll listen later. Because when you check my clips, first couple of days ain't nobody saying nothing because they're trying to digest what I said. I had another guy, the same guy told me that another guy that I've been talking to, he was a member of my church. I've been trying to get him to come by and visit me. He told this man the same thing. Well, I won't really go by and see John because he admitted that he's gay. So what? I'm the same man I was. You know, and this is what I would ask all of you. Wait, let me read Illumina. I'm loving this. This is beautiful. Okay, now that's an interesting question. Boogie says, how are you gay and a Christian? I'm going to tell you. That's an excellent question. Let me see. Womanati says, he struggled. I take it you're talking about this Bishop Vernon. He struggled with use and he did appear effeminate, but he could expound upon the text with the best. You wasn't shouting and dancing, and he was really into pulling and opening the depths of the text. Yeah, that's all I did. But I'm going to answer your question. How can, because you see, and your question is a wonderful question, bro. Evangelist Boogie said, how can I be gay or a homosexual? Stop using that term gay. And I'll tell you why I said that. Because I believe that most guys that call themselves gay don't know the difference between being a homosexual or being gay. They do not know the difference. They can't define it. And so since they can't define it, they can't defend anything. I think a lot of so-called gay men that I meet, they're confused sexually about themselves. If they weren't raised by their mother and they have all these feminine ways and they would call a man like me a toxic male. Can you believe that? I'm not a damn toxic male. I'm a homo sapien. since I'm a Homo sapien, I happen to be the species of a male because there's two species of Homo sapiens. There's a male species, thank you, and there is a female species. Thank you. All right. Now, as you listen, pay attention. I am a male first. It's natural that I love males more than females because the males are more like me than a female is. All right? I will answer that in a minute, Joey, because there's something wrong with your last question and there's something right with it. But listen to me, man. I'm a theologue. I know what I know what this Bible teaches. And these people that won't talk to me are people that went to my church, sat in my Bible studies, paid me a few pennies. So Lucy and I, my wife, that I married because I knew that I could not make it in this world as a homosexual without marrying. I came up in that era. I'm not ashamed to tell you my story. And I tell these homosexual young men, don't marry these women if you don't have control in the dominant word in that relationship. And don't let them try to embarrass you. See, my wife knew that I was gay. Lucy never went to the church and, oh, John is gay, he's going to hell, because I would have packed her shit and told her to get out the house before she told me to get out. So don't try to use this. No, 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 no. And if I sound a little feisty, I'm tired of you claiming to be my friend and love me and don't love me. I want all of you that went to the church that I pastored that cannot talk to me, keep coming to my YouTube page and to my website. Damn it, stop coming to my page. I can't help you. You don't know how to love. Now, first of all, let me answer some of these questions that these people are asking me, and I hope that they have patience with me. How are you gay and Christian? First of all, I'm not gay. I'm a homosexual. I don't identify as a gay man because I'm not happy, giddy, and laughing around and trying to dance and shake my tail and go to the party. And I don't do that. Homosexual men don't have to do that. I want to go around a bunch of homosexual men because I feel better, safer, and if I'm attracted to them in any way, I'm going to let on to that attraction. A non-homosexual man would never let on to his attraction for another gay man. He thinks there's something wrong with him. There's nothing wrong with you. So to answer your question, how did that take place? Because when God called me, when God first came into my life, he didn't give me no options. He didn't say, oh, by the way, if you like men, you can't answer the call. He never said that. Oh, by the way, if you're not horny for a woman with big old breasts and behind flapping all over the place, because I never like that. I see some of these gay guys that trying to show their butt so much. Man, what's the matter with you? You don't have to make yourself up to look like a woman to be attractive to another man. You don't have to do that. You're attractive where you stand, who you are. My friends tell me, oh, John, why don't you use some makeup? I said, for what? I ain't never put no makeup and rouge and shit on my face. And I'm 80 years old. What's the matter with you? Now, if you feel like you want to put on your mama's makeup, go ahead, but don't bring it to me. I am a male who happens to be a homosexual. See, I got to help these youngsters because, see, when people like me die, ain't nobody going to talk to you cats out there. They're not going to talk at you, and they're going to leave you hanging. And what they try to do, especially the church, and the black church is one of the most homophobic places you can ever find in your life. I'm going to tell you a story. My first daughter had come forward one Sunday when I gave a call for baptism in the church. I think she was 14 years old. And I never preached fire and brimstone. Never. I didn't preach if you do this or if you don't do this, you're going to hell. Only a jackass would do that. I did not mistreat black people's intellect in such a scathing way. That's like somebody telling me because I'm a homosexual, I'm going to hell. And I haven't attacked nobody. I haven't touched nobody that didn't want to be touched. And when somebody, hey man, I'm not going to give no names. Don't worry, I'm not going to give no names. But when I was a pastor in church, many a dude came to the pastor's study, and when the door was closed, I found myself being kissed and hugged by the dudes in the church. I won't give no names because you know who you are if you still watch me. I won't embarrass you like that. I don't know why you be embarrassed hugging and squeezing and kissing me because you know I love your butt. Let's just stop this. This is 2024. Oh, whatever you do, don't tell him. Don't. No, you need to tell that wife you would. Claimed they was coming by my house for counseling. Man, are you kidding me? All right, Joey Matthew says that I have beautiful feminine qualities. I love my mama. What you talking about, boy? And I'm Aquarian. I know why I got feminine qualities. I don't want to hurt nobody. I don't want to punch no brother in the face. I don't want to knock no brother out. I don't want to do no stuff like that. I believe that it's easier for a man to love a man because he knows what a man is. I know that women, and please don't get it twisted, because I have people in my family, females, that are LGBT from my loins, okay? And for somebody to put out that they don't want to talk with me because I'm a homosexual, there's something wrong with them. It is really something wrong with them. And okay, let me read. What's wrong with gay men having feminine qualities? Who said there was anything wrong with it? Oh, how are you gay and Christian? I didn't answer that yet. You have to ask God that because God's the one that called me. I didn't call myself. I'm going to do a webcast called The Qualifications of a True Godly Man. And the qualifications of a true godly man is he ain't doing nothing for money. Nothing for money. Nothing for money. I told the church back in the early 70s, you're going to all these conferences, raising this money, putting on all this stuff. I said, you are nothing but a charlatan, a wolf in sheep's clothing. I told them straight pastors that. Church tried to give me an anniversary. You know what that is. I said, don't be bringing that bullshit to me. Giving me no money once a year. You pay me every week for bringing a sermon. Why you got to invite all the churches in with all their money to give me something? I said, find out the poor woman in the church that got kids Ask the people in my church. I told you what I said. And give that money to the needy families. My wife is working and I'm working. I have a friend of mine that's a black preacher. And I asked him, could I come and preach at his church? He said, hell no. He said, you destroy what I'm trying to build. And when I tried to tell him it's not biblical, well, he's one of the first persons that I told that I was a homosexual, even when we were in grad school together and everything. You should have seen the venom come out, people. The venom. You're going to hell. You're going to burn in hell because you're a homosexual. I said, if I'm going to burn in hell, then God's going to be there with me because he's the reason that I'm like this. And if I gave you that man's church, and which I'm not, and you saw what he was doing, which you couldn't miss, you would say, this man is crazy. And he told me that because I have a nature to love men, that I was going to bust hell wide open. I want you gay brothers listening to me to know what you have to do. You have to come out from amongst them. If I never speak to this guy again, he's been in my home. He met my wife. He knows my daughters. He's been in my hospital bedside when I was gravely ill. I told him not to come to Los Angeles and visit me in any way. Stay away from me. I don't want to talk with him, smell him, hear his voice, nothing. Because if you didn't love me then you don't love me now. I meet some gay men on this internet that I'm on, and I never met these guys. But you want to know something? You want to know something? I'm going to tell you something. Some of the nicest men I ever want to meet, kind, hospitable. No, we don't grope each other. When I meet a very attractive, handsome gay man, I tell him, I said, boy, you as fine as can be. Oh, PJ, you don't talk like that. Or yes, I do. What they gonna lock me up for? Telling the truth? I said, don't the girls tell you that? Oh, they only ask me how much money I make. Ladies that's listening in, take note. When I got with a woman, my woman worked alongside of me. I said, I need you to work alongside me because I'm never going to make a lot of money. Because this society won't let me go into the areas where I need to go into to make some money. I wasn't frightened and too frightened to come out the damn closet, whatever that is. It's none of your business. Quiet is kept number one. It's none of your business what any gay grown ass man does. And if you didn't love him now and he ain't doing it to you, trying to grope you, grope none of your in-laws, outlaws, and them scoundrel from the weed patch you come from, don't worry about it. And I hope none of you, my gay brothers, are disliking them straight guys the way they dislike you, because it's pitiful. And if they look deep enough, they're going to find some gay people in their own damn family. Joey says you can do it all. Twerk, be sassy, and read the room and act strong. Yes. Yeah, I can do it all. Born in 1944, where you had to learn how to do it all. Never been to a psychiatrist or a shrink in my damn life. When I got finished with one of the heart surgeries, I don't know whether I ever told you the story. A line of physicians started walking in there, and one guy walked in. I said, well, you didn't do no. What are you here for? He said, I'm here to ask you a few questions. I said, what are you here for? He said, I'm the hospital, uh, I call him a crackpot, a psychic. What? Asking me, do you feel strong and healthy in your mind? I said, I've never felt weak and unhealthy in my mind. This is John Coleman you talking to. This ain't no punk out of Watts. The hell you think you talking to? Well, do you have a gun at home? Yes, it's at home. It's loaded and in my safe place locked up. And if anybody come to my house, they will get shot. What else you want to know? I said, why are you asking me these questions? My daughter said, Daddy, they're trying to see if you're psychologically fit to go home after my 2018 open heart surgery. I said, you better get that fool out of my face. Yes, Queen. I see what you say. I see you because I see me. Yeah, yeah, Joey. Be you. Don't let nobody tell you not to be you. See, I knew when I put this web thing together on YouTube that I was going to get some kind of feedback from people, but they all hiding. But I'm going to say this officially. I understand because I like men and not women. You don't want to talk with me no more. Go ahead on with your childish ass. I'm going to miss you. Ooh, I miss. Ooh, damn, I miss some people. I miss my radio producer. I miss that boy. And I never felt anything sexually about him, ever. For those of you that don't understand gay men, they don't, every time they see a man, they don't want to get next to him, want to kiss him, want to hold him. We don't do that. You don't understand homosexuality. You understand some distorted people that does not have a grip on their own damn sexuality. That's why I tell most gay guys that I meet, I ask them, are you homosexual or are you gay? Because you act like you're gay. I'm not gay. I'm a homosexual. I love what makes a man a man. Don't tell a man that he's toxic. Congratulate him for being who the hell he is. And it's interesting that this gentleman says that I have some feminine qualities in me. Please let me know what they are. Because I'm not trying to be no female. I don't want to be no female. That's the last thing I want to be. If God had wanted me to be a female, he would have had me born one. So I don't know what these people are talking about by feminine qualities. Okay, somebody's saying something here. He says, oh, Pastor, I feel bad. You on here having to defend yourself like this. You don't make love with other men, or do you just say you're gay and don't have sex? Okay, thank you for asking the question. Can I tell you right up front? That's none of your gosh darn business. What I do and who I do it with. Now you can go fly a kite, jump over the moon like the old cow did, and do whatever you want to do. Not going to answer your question. For what? None of your damn business. I told you that I am not a whore. There are many gay men, listen to me, gay guys, and I'm a homosexual. There are many gay men that are whores. They can't let a week go by, you hear me, without them having a sexual partner. I have stated in gay meetings with homosexual men, you're having too much damn sex. You're having too much damn sex. Wait a minute. Somebody said, you have a, what is this, a sassiness about you? A sassiness. What is that? That ain't sassiness. Well, I was raised by a female, my mama. She left the planet when I was 12, and she taught me, and I saw her sass some people. Marianne sassed some son of a, you know what? They would come by the house and try to talk about her husband, John, my daddy. And she said, wait a minute, bitch. You don't, woo, like that. That was my mother. So that's it. And then Joey said that I remind him of his auntie. Thank you. I feel privileged to be in that camp. And then he says, we could definitely be sisters and go find some hot men to take us dates. Yeah. Let me tell you the kind of man I like. Hear me, okay. I never did this on any of my YouTube lives. Never did any of this. Let me tell you the kind of man I like. First of all, he can't be no old dude. I haven't found an older gentleman up in my age that is able to keep up with my brashness. They think I should act more mature. I'm making up for lost time. I am making up for lost time. I told my daughter today I wanted to live till I was 105. Leslie said, woo, you be something else. I know she told the truth. I know I'm not going to live that long. But until I die, I want to enjoy my life, the rest of my life. And I could not enjoy the rest of my life being a part of a religious organization that had disdain for people that thought like me. This man just said that we can pick up a couple of hot dates and go out and have. Now, what do you think he meant by that? Do you think this man meant that we can go out there and get some men and try to rape them and have sex with them and degrade them? No, this is what he communicated to me. This is what I read when I read that. Me and you can go hang out together at our favorite spot where we know somebody that's going to be out there like us, looking to be with articulate, handsome, come in, men, and we can find ourselves in that mode. Oh, come in. I'd love for you to join this conversation. Why don't you pull in next to me? Yes. We do have quite a few people answering on the respond. Quite a few people. And I was telling people that, well, I was reading this last response that Joey Matthews. No, Joey, wait a minute.
This is a live cast.
Well, yes, it's live, but wait a minute. Put these on. I have a bunch
those are reading classes.
No, these are. Put them on.
If I put them on,
don't just put them on. We have.
It's blurry.
It's blurred. You can't read that.
I have to get close.
He said he had to get close. Now I like that. Read the last one that's down there. What is
this? Pastor, you must think you're gay because it seems as you have never known a man.
Oh, no, I just told you a while ago that that's none of your business. Oh, I have known a few men, and they have known me.
I mean, that statement is very vague.
Yes, I know.
He knows a lot of men.
I know a lot of men. But the statement is what he's trying to say.
I know what he's trying to say. I know how to read between.
Like this last one. Are you telling me that you don't go out, because they're asking direct question? Are you telling me
what you just
that you don't go out and have contact with men to have sex? That's what I'm telling you. Right. I don't do that. No one should ever get intimate with anyone. Have I ever been intimate with you in a sexual way? We don't do. We don't do that.
No.
I don't know what's the matter with you, so-called straight people. I think you're out of your fucking. Oh, excuse me. All right, I'm trying to be cool.
You know what I want to teach him is patience.
Patience,
because you allow peons. That's what we call them, peons.
Peons. See, he's
to get
younger.
You riled up.
No, not get me riled up. I wish they stopped looking at me.
Well, they're looking at you for a reason.
Well, tell the truth.
Understanding. Okay. Well.
Then he says, "Hey, honey, this is Joey." Joey saying, "Yes, sissy power, unite." He says, "We are out here and beautiful." Go ahead on with your badass self. Before I unite with you, I got to see you.
Regardless of the fact.
Right.
Represent.
It's just that I ain't never been no sissy. Now, you told me earlier that you see feminine qualities in me. Okay, my mama was a female.
You're a gay man.
So. No, that means that I'm a homosexual that have the qualities of a woman from time to time. Just like heterosexuals have the qualities of their mama from time to time.
They do.
Yes.
Everybody's always.
It's not about whether you gay.
Everyone's always focused on
all
being
right.
Gay is what it is.
Evangelist Boogie says, "My woman's intuition say otherwise. You think we are fools." No, I know you're fools. I don't think you're fools. Any man that would be a friend, no, I'm going to tell them the truth.
Nobody's thinking.
I mean, no, that's you.
Yeah, I don't.
You don't think for me. I don't think for you.
I don't think about that at all.
If you don't love me where I am, how I am right now, today, and affirm that, and if you ever saw me on the street, keep the hell walking. Don't stop and say nothing to me. You're going to love me. Love me or leave me, but let me be lonely. I know you leave me, but you let me be lonely. Let me. No, leave me. Yeah. Listen, my gay friends, you don't need people like that. You don't need them in your life.
I want y'all to understand this man is 80 years old. I'm 30 years old. I'll turn 30 in December. Look at this. This is generations of, as plural, of separate, we don't always get each other. But one thing is, or we respect each other.
Do you give him hugs and kisses on his cheek?
Yes, you do.
Yeah, I do. I love him. He's like a grandson to me, fools. That's what I mean. Y'all crazy.
No. The thing is, they're not used to being loved by another man.
I know it. They don't even know what it is. They ain't never been loved by a man.
I grew up with a father. We showed affection in that way. And then as I got older, I thought it was like awkward. But that's only because I was a child living in an immature mind.
G-Mar says, you got to sing the whole thing, PJ. Well, look. Man, I got to go back to the Ink Spots thing and Sarah Vaughan and Count Basie Orchestra. Love me and leave me, man, let me be lonely. You may believe me, but I love you on me.
Play it for
them. I don't know where the record is. Wait a minute. Evangelist Booty says, what about his neck? He has a rose on it. Turn your head, son.
Yeah, I do.
You know what his nickname is? angel. And
It's
if an angel
it's
is
my alias.
and if an angel's gonna come and get me when I die, let it be him.
But the thing is, I didn't give myself this name. Other people gave me the name.
Of course.
That's important.
Yes, it is.
I always wanted. I'm not from LA.
Yeah.
I'm from Detroit.
Detroit.
Detroit, Michigan, in the building.
In the building. Did we always get along like this?
Yes, we did. We just, I mean, it meshes. It's nothing to do with sexuality or
Nothing to do with sexuality.
All of that political stuff.
Why y'all thinking like that? Homosexuals don't be going around screwing everybody they meet.
Yeah.
That's what I'm doing the cast. I'm trying to wake you up because you got it twisted. And you can ask me any damn question you want. I ain't scared of none of you. And if you want to spend some time with me, bring a bottle of vino. Tired of you. Wait a minute, somebody else is talking. Yeah, you seen his neck. Evangelist Booty says, I'm not judging, just curious. Well, say it. Have you ever kissed a man, Booty? Have you ever kissed a man on the cheek?
Your father?
Have you ever kissed your granddaddy? What's the matter with you, boy? How come we can't kiss men?
It's the same.
Fools, you got these insane asylums in the church, got you tweaking out. You don't even know why you believe in that. David kissed Jonathan. He loved Jonathan more than the love of a woman. Deal with that text.
The thing is,
and Jesus said, come out from amongst him. Who is he talking to? He was talking to us, telling us to come out from amongst you knuckleheads that talk your mess.
Because guess what? He wants us to be a reflection of.
He wants us to be a reflection of him and everybody else. And so when they was loving me in that church, I was a homosexual man that they was loving. But when I mentioned what I was, they don't want to talk to me now. Mm-hmm. They're embarrassed. What kind of message? That's a hypocritical love.
No.
And your religion is bogus. If you can't love a brother, listen, I don't go to nobody's.
The thing is, it's okay to shed. Those were the people who are not for you.
I'm sharing it to anybody, and so that they can get the drift.
They get the drift.
Now, wait a minute. I got some more things here. It says, what about his neck? I got it. I'm not judging. You're curious. Okay. And then Boogie says, y'all seem nervous. I'm just discerning. Nervous? What the hell are you talking about?
I don't know.
Can I kiss you on the cheek? Yeah. Because you think I'm nervous.
Of course.
What's the matter with you? Now you can can copy that and send it to anybody you. John kissed a man on the cheek. I kiss you on the cheek. But if you're ugly like I think you are, I probably wouldn't.
The thing is, this is
because I only deal with handsome, good-looking species. I don't deal with nobody that don't take care of themselves. Nobody that's not functioning. You got your own job. You make your own money.
I do.
There it is.
I do.
I ain't nobody's sugar daddy. So don't ask me that stupid ass question. See, you don't know what you're talking about. And I'm trying to educate those of you that want to be educated. Okay. And then he said, we nervous, and he's just discerning. And then Elder Ben says, I was with you, but I didn't kiss. I'm with you, but I don't kiss my son on the neck. And he's laughing out loud. And he says, go on with y'all's bad self.
Let me tell you something.
He said, go on with your bad self.
I grew up with an affectionate father.
Go on.
Yeah. Kissing on the neck didn't mean anything for me. Kissing on the lips did not mean anything for me. That's my father.
Somebody messed y'all up.
What are you talking about?
Somebody messed y'all up to get you to think that any kind of physical touching.
When it's another man, it's homosexual.
Man, you better go back to Africa and look at our tribes.
It's way deeper than that.
It
just
is
a kiss on the neck.
Deep, deep, deep. Man, what's the matter with you? Wait a minute. Somebody said, Elder Ben, thank you for your thing. Evangelist Boogie says, I wouldn't be surprised if y'all kiss on the lips. Let me say this before I continue to read. If I did, that's none of your business. And I have kissed men on the lips like that in my home. Yes. With purpose.
He's talking about our dynamic.
What are you talking about?
He's trolling. Whoever just
is that what trolling is?
Yeah, he's like,
a man is a man.
That y'all kiss on the lips. We're talking about something much more deeper than that, sir.
Thank you, because I hear this thing about trolling. I don't know what you young people talk about trolling. What the hell are you talking about?
I don't know if he's young or old, but he needs to get out of the chat.
No, let him stay in the chat. What's the matter with you? This is my show, not yours. You stay here, brother, because I love you. Don't leave. Don't leave. That's why I'm doing this, because there's too much of this bullshit going on.
This is the reason why I'm here to shut it down.
What?
This is the reason why I'm here to shut it down.
No, you don't shut down another man's thing. What's the matter with you?
I'm here to be
I don't want to shut down.
Devil's advocate.
I want people to speak
rules.
I want people to speak their heart.
Yes, and
because that's the only way they're going to learn how to talk to a homosexual man.
That's what they are doing.
Now, let me continue to read these notes here. I thank you for tuning in. I appreciate you people.
Yeah.
All right. Now, let's see. Evangelist Boogie says, I wouldn't be surprised if y'all kiss each other on the lips.
Yeah.
All these men you take care of. Listen to this shit. Did you hear that?
No. Continue.
All these men you take care of. Oh, man, I'm about ready to vomit up wine. Take care of here are your sugar sons. I just don't understand why you lie when you can live fully in your truth, Pastor, because I don't have to lie. So why would I lie?
I thought you were living in your truth. John, you're not living in your truth?
No, he don't think I'm living in
John, you're not living in your truth?
I'm living a lie.
Okay, so you guys, he's not living his truth. Please warn me. Please warn me. What are you talking about?
You want to know what he's talking about?
I already know what he's trying to
do. The Christian religion teaches that you can have the gift of discernment. So he takes it upon himself because he is a dried up prune of a individual.
Some people take it
don't know how to give no love to nobody, and he's sticking to somebody else's rules that they made, and he don't even know why they made them. And quiet is kept. He probably want to find a nice brother that he can lay his ugly, scabby lips on.
I do not focus on that.
And well,
I know
who these people.
I know who you are. That's why you're not living your life. I'm like,
that's why I decided to do the webcast today, because this man calling me, telling me they won't come by and see you because you admit that you're a homosexual. Okay. Man, ain't that a bitch? Wait a minute. Let me continue to read this. Okay. Oh, wait a minute. Now wait a minute.
Read it.
I got a friend contacting me from Maryland. And he's probably wondering, wait a minute. No, don't say it's weird. You're not supposed to read ahead of me. You're getting ahead of me. Okay. This is my webcast. I don't read ahead. I'll get to MJ.
He runs it.
I'll get to MJ in a minute. Because there's a reason why I'm not picking up the phone when you call me, man. Don't nobody tell me I'm going to bust hell wide open, and then you're going to call and talk to me like you a decent human being with shit to say to me. So before that, your ass is going to apologize, or you will never get a live call from me. If you don't like me being gay, you're not going to make no... I would never... As a matter of fact, the last thing I said to you, I said, I've always loved you as a person. When I met you, I love you. I love you now. You're going through difficult times. That's why I leave your ass alone. So I haven't even read your thing yet. Now, when I read it, I'm going to stay to what the show is saying and not talk about what we were saying. Damn. Yeah, you just enjoy the show, son. Because next thing they're going to have me is me groping you. See, because our hands is out of view. They must be groping each other. You see, that's what the church would do to you. They will put so much filth in your head. Wait a minute.
So this is.
Let me read this stuff. Let me read this stuff. And that's how come I quit the whole organization. Because I couldn't take it no longer.
You had someone say that's why you're ex-pastor for a reason.
No.
That's what he's.
Okay. I didn't read it yet because what he's doing is saying, oh, you quit the pastor because you wanted to flop with other men. I didn't do it for that. I could have did that. Most of the pastors that's in the pulpit are flopping with men. Okay. You know, ask them. They're doing it now. You don't need to get out the pulpit to do this. Oh, no. And I'll get to every comment. That's what I want you to do. Add them comments. Because I'm gonna put this thing on the line here. See, you don't know what a homosexual is. Especially if you got me out there groping people and kidnapping young men and bringing them in my house. No, if you knew anything about Harcourt House, he don't live here. He is getting on his, help yourself. He is getting stable on his feet. That is what he's doing. He got him a job. He's working. He don't pay me rent because I don't need his rent. I don't want his damn rent. And he ain't got his own room. He camping out on kind of like a couch. Most of you that got your own homes and money, will you bring in a person and help him? Will you help him? Stingy ass mother. And then you're going to talk that on me. You better watch it. Because I'm a man first. And I don't appreciate that. I don't do men like that. And for you dirty mouth scoundrels that got that manure on your brain, you need to get a life. No, and I'm not mad at you. I'm surprised at you. Now let me answer these questions like I got some sense. Asking me some ridiculous questions like that. My God. All right, let me go to it. Okay. Oh, yes. M. John 2. I apologize trolling you a couple of weeks ago. I still think you are in serious error. That's why we shouldn't talk. Whose error? Some white man's error that you've bitten into believing? You're trying to tell me because I'm homosexual that I'm in error. I can't be in error my whole life. I was born this way. My family knew it. They all admit that they knew that I was a homosexual when I was a kid. You are in error because you don't understand homosexuality. And you are a part of the black church. And that's why most black people in church are basically effed up to the max. They are. Why you think Carlton Pearson came out when he came to it? Before he died, he just came out and said, y'all are screwed up. Now, let me continue to read this. Evangelist Boogie says, I'm an evangelist and you're an ex-pastor for a reason. And would you mind telling me what that reason is? Why am I an ex-pastor? You think God told me to quit? God didn't tell me to quit. And I haven't quit. I'm doing the same gospel message over this forum. And I am trying to fix my life. And I am talking about the way life is today for me living on this planet here as a homosexual man. My wife knew that I was homosexual. I said, you have an option. You can stay with me. All right, if you think anything's going to be better. You know what I told Lucy? I said, I'll tell you one thing. You stay with me, baby. You will never have a want for food, a roof over your head, and two of the most beautiful children you've ever had in your life. She stayed with me 35 years. So I didn't stay here or leave here because of no gayness. You crazy. That's a man living in the closet. I never lived in the closet. I loved a few men when I was in ministry with them. Guess what? I told them I loved them like that. And you know what they said? You know, we could never do that, even though I know it would work. Quote, unquote. No, I'm not going to tell you who it is. Why should I? Some people will live incognito for the rest of their lives. I'm talking to these babies out there. They got these people in their family that is perverted in their head to try to make you think that there's something wrong with you. I didn't ask that young man to come in here. He just happened to hear me in my office, in my quarters, and come in. I don't know. I know it's difficult for some of you because you got me butt naked, bent over, and doing all that. You know what you can do, don't you? That's exactly what you can do. Let me continue to read this. Wait a minute. Jones, this man had a message up there and then he retracted the message. See, a person that's full of honesty would never have to retract what they just said. That's what I detest about these so called Christians. They say one thing and then they retract it. Ooh, please stay away from me. Stay away from me. I'd rather be around a room full of gay men and homosexual men than to be around these so-called straight fools. You retracted it, but this is still up here. Anybody can go to it and read it, Anybody can. And they will know what you are. And know why? I don't want to talk with you anymore. I'd be wasting my damn time. When you deal with John Coleman, he is still an apologist. He will tell you the truth and he will make you hang yourself. You just did. Now I'm going to continue to read the line. All right. Evangelist Boogie says, ain't nothing free. Hmm. What do you mean by that? I don't get it. What do you mean ain't nothing free? Oh man, I'm see. Oh, I got it. You saying you don't let nobody stay with you free. Nothing's free. You're absolutely correct. Since I give them shelter over their head, I said, you will clean the bathroom because I'm an old man and I'm getting stiff. You will do the dishes. You will do this. You will do that. And everybody follows the rules. Isn't it that way in any household? Gay households are like that. We don't have a conventional family like you have. But the family that we have, we're clean, we cook, we don't steal from each other, we treat each other with respect. Some of the young men that I've helped over the years, one of them, Mario Canto, he's not gay. I've helped him over the year. Mario's making over 100 grand a year, thanks to my leadership and guidance. I've never kissed Mario. Yes, I did. I kissed him on the cheek a couple of weeks ago, saying congratulations to him getting his first apartment on his own. Now, which one accused me of that? Don't do it to Canto because he'll knock the living mess out of you. See, you got it wrong. And let me say this to you, professing lovers of God. You love God a lot, right? You don't help nobody but them jigaboos in your family. And you need to stop lying about it. That's all you care about. You care about no one. But I'm not mad at you. I know what you are. You've been like that your whole life. That young man took my wine. and I'm not a wine bibber. I had a great dinner, and it was just wonderful. Wait a minute, somebody else is writing me. Ain't nothing free. Hmm. Why are you thinking like that? Everything is free. You know, really to answer that, everything is free. I'm a dead man. I am a damn dead man. Hey, Mark, good to see you, man. Everything is free. When you say nothing is free, you're implying that when a young man comes by my house, and if I give him a bottle of water out of my fridge back there, if I give him a bottle of water, let me open up this door. My dog wants to get out of here. I didn't know you wanted to get out hardcore. Let me open up this door for you. Somebody took a bottle of mine. You need to bring it back. Let me share this with you. Oh, wait a minute. He's come back. Melvin, I'll address you later because I know what you are. Let me go to this. Okay. Yeah, I know he's playing deaf, Evangelist Bogey. But he can't keep his ears and eyes off of this. I told him that I was Aquarius, and I told him that I knew how to draw men to listening to me. Because one of the things that I do to draw men to listen to me is that I love them. I don't dislove any man that I talk to, even if he is an ignoramus. When it comes to this issue of homosexuality, that's what's the matter with America today. Look at this. Look at this, what they did to the women. The fundamentalists are so determined on doing what they're doing. They go all the way back to a cowboy days law in Arizona or Nevada, wherever they are, putting it on these women, trying to stop them from getting abortions. That's sick. Bunch of backwards individuals. But let me continue to read this. He's busy on the phone out there. Oh, Evangelist Bogey said this about my eyes. He's definitely paying rent. Who's definitely paying rent, Bogey? That young man? This was his off days, but he's usually never here. He's at his jobs working. I said, you can pack your clothes here in containers that you have. You don't live here? Well, can I give you something for staying here? No. Because you're only gonna be here until you get on your feet, and then you getting out of here to make room for somebody else to come in here. And you don't think I have people lined up to come in here? Then you crazy. I do. And I ask you Christians, those of you that got a house, a room, a shed in the back, would you open up your house for a person that's not blood of your blood to stay there to help them out with you? Huh? How many of you on this thing would do that? Just tell me. I'll come back and read it. How many of you would take someone in? Help with the homeless situation in America. Damn hypocrites. Well, I got children here. What does that mean? You the deficit. Your children are the deficit. Don't nobody want to touch your children. I have to protect my wife. From what? You ain't giving her nothing. She ain't giving you nothing. Why don't we stop playing these games here? Would you take anybody to help them during difficult times like this? Yeah, shut up. I didn't think there was nothing there. See, but yet you want to judge me. You kiss him on the cheek. All right. Thank you, Mark, for coming to this. Evangelist Boogie says, Let him tell us. Wait, let him tell us. His eyes show otherwise. I see why you told him to leave the room. I didn't tell him to leave the room. I didn't tell him to leave the room. No, he took my wine and he made a phone call calling one of his friends. We don't, here in the house, we don't have disagreements like that, man. We don't do that. Any kind of childish arguments back and forth and stuff like that, you're rejected from the house. I live in reality. I don't live in this fantasy. You keep my rules or I'm going to put you out in the cold. I don't do bullshit like that. That's bullshit. Well, I just got to let them know they know who owns it. Oh, I'm loving this. I'm loving this. Let me give some more. Where was I? Mark Smith says, good evening, Pastor. I'm late. Yeah, but it's better late than never. Good to see you, Mark. Wait, we got this other guy back. He said, I didn't RET RAE act it. I don't know what that means. I said I wanted to apologize. What to be afraid of? You wanted to apologize to me about what? Why don't you make it verbal and like, give me the apology that you're trying to give me over this live forum. Everybody's reading you. He ain't going to do it. Don't worry about it. As we continue to read down, Evangelist Booty says, over there, getting drunk too. Man, bring my wine back in here. Hey, Caleb.
Yes.
This man accused me of getting drunk, so bring me my wine. I think
Okay.
I can get drunk in my own house if I want to, Boogie, and forget you. Yeah, put my wine. He says, and I'm getting drunk too. If I want to get drunk, I can get drunk. I'm in my house. I don't drive no more. If I fall out, I fall out in my house. This is America. I'm free. I'm a homosexual, and I'm drinking. Now, you find something in that Bible to condemn me to hell, and I tell you something. You can go to hell. I'm enjoying some Cabernet Sauvignon, and it's Australian wine, and it's delicious. And I wish you were here having a glass with me. And it's good. Okay. And Evangelist Boogie says, a job is not enough to move out. How are you really helping him? Hey, Kay. Kay. Only you can answer this. Can you hang up that call and come here for a second? Because see, I can't answer.
What was asked?
I can't answer this.
What was asked of me?
I'm going.
I'm back now.
I'm going to give you
I
the
just got
one
off
to
the
read.
phone. What happened?
I'm going to give you the one to read.
Because they're acting.
Look at what Evangelist Boogie is saying about you. I told him that you're here on a job. Look what he said.
A job is not enough to move out. How are you really helping him? A job is not enough to help you move out. How are you really helping him? I will tell you, I'm helping him because of the energy that's being transpired between us two.
Did you hear that? He said energy. Energy. I at 80 can still give positive energy.
And he's 80 years old.
And I'm 80 years old. I'm not like you, stuck in the mud looking for something to argue with. Why is our boys coming up gay and everything? Because you not doing what the hell you supposed to do. And then you got this fool talking about he want to apologize. And then when you ask him to apologize, he keeps leaving. That's ignorance. That's not intelligence. And I'm trying to train these young men. Don't be trapped by this bullshit coming from our community, from these bullshit brothers. That's what I'm doing with him. What's the matter with you?
Also, I'm teaching you how to be more carefree.
Yes.
And not letting this get to you.
It ain't getting to me.
I know it's not getting to you, but you know, we help each other.
Yes.
We read what's
we mutually help each other because we're both men and we know what each other is going through. Now, you're outside of this house. I don't know how you help anybody where you are. I would never ask you an asinine question like that. You got filth on your mind, you filthy wretch. And I'm sick of all filthy wretches that do that. This is my brother in birth. This is my brother on earth. Why in the hell shouldn't I love him? I don't know what's the matter with you crazy crackpots that don't love. You don't even love yourself. Wait a minute. Somebody else is saying something. I don't know where he went. Maybe he disappeared. Wait a minute. I'm loving this cast.
You called me off the phone.
Yes, I call you off the phone because he was thinking that you're here for another reason.
No.
And they're usually the ones that got them a job and they got money coming in and everything. But these boys can't get no job the way we did then.
But the way they're looking at it is like,
sorry, man.
It's the way they look at it. Your situation, our situation, is they look at it as superficial, but it's real.
That fool think I'm sitting up here getting drunk with this red wine.
You have to be real.
This is only my second glass.
You have to be real.
Let me see what the other one says. Wait a minute. Evangelist Boogie says, I'm a female Aquarius. You can't fool me. Now, I don't give a damn who you are.
No one cares.
No one cares. No one cares who you are.
I'm moving on.
You see, and that's what you got to come to realize. I don't care. Why do you?
Because
this presentation is to help young gay men.
You don't have to keep explaining yourself.
Yes, you do.
What's understood is
because of these trollers or whatever you call them.
Yeah.
These trollers coming. You're trying to find fault with me, but you won't do nothing to help any situation.
No.
That's what the church has become.
Put the money where their mouth is.
They don't have a mouth.
They don't have it.
Have an ass. They're blowing
and
gas.
You know when you have a, you just talking
you
shit.
You blow gas. Yes.
You just talking shit.
Let me go on back to it. I'm glad you don't live around the block because you walk over here and shoot me, wouldn't you?
No.
Oh, look at him. Don't be talking that shit over the internet. This is a healthy conversation. Wait a minute. Somebody else is saying, 2 drunk men seems like an interesting night, Pastor. Both of y'all. Are we drunk?
No. He's not talking about us.
Well, who's he talking about?
A fantasy.
And I know a lot of my church friends going to watch this. Over the next couple weeks coming up, I want you to know that I don't care about you watching it. I want you to get it through your head whether you love me or you don't love me. I love him. He loves me. We love you. But we don't have to talk with you. We'll call you what's on our mind because we love you. You can't call me what's on your mind because you're trying to criticize me drinking not even a whole glass of wine. If I wanted to get my head buzzed, I'd put some indica in my pipe.
You're not drunk.
But I'm not trying to get drunk.
Yeah,
so don't accuse me of that. Sorry ass person.
This is a podcast.
Enjoy the show.
And he is who he is, okay? That's the moral.
And like I'm
to
shaking
the
in my boots.
whole podcast.
See, I know my preachers from back east say, look at this. Oh, John done lost his mind. You want me to tell him what you do when you come here to LA? Huh? You want me to tell him what you do when you come to visit me, preacher? When you're here in LA?
That's not your.
Because I could.
That's not your place.
Negro don't play with me. Just like when I was on the radio and knew stuff, I know some stuff now. These people got you people hoodwinked. Oh, well, he's gay, so he's unqualified. Find one thing on my page or on my website that any Christian would contradict.
Let me ask this. What does sexuality have to do with anything? That's what I want to know.
Shit. You're too kind.
What does sexuality have to do with anything?
That's why I was an apologist, man.
Why are you guys so intrigued about what someone or who they like?
And what I'm doing in my own house. Wait, let me continue to read these things. What's he doing up in there? Okay. Wait a minute. Reactor. Wait a minute. Oh, wait a minute. Oh, energy don't pay the bills. This is to you. Well, I guess it does with the sugar daddy. See, that's what he's calling me. Yeah, he's calling me. Shh.
No, we're
don't even respond.
I think we need to conclude it.
No.
It's been how long?
I don't care. I wanted because other people gonna watch this. You see that? You see that over there? I'm pointing at it. You see that? Them words over there? That's what I'm talking about. That's why I do what I do, people. I'm trying to show you who they are. Don't listen to them. Their Bibles are corrupt. Their mind is corrupt. Now, wait a minute. Wait a minute. Let's keep doing this. Reactor. Apologizing for trolling your broadcast a couple of weeks ago. No. Why don't you tell the people how you did it? They don't know what you did. Tell them how you did it. Tell them who was involved in it. See, that's why I said I cannot talk to this man again for the rest of my life because this man is nasty. Yeah. Just nasty. I can't do that. Then Evangelist Boogie says, a real man is independent. I raised my son to be a man.
Okay, hold on. What is a man?
He has
what
his
is
own.
The definition of a man?
She just said it. He has his own. So she's saying you ain't no man because you ain't got your own.
Okay, so is he less than a man?
No, she's talking about you. She says you don't have your own. And so
I'm less than the man.
Yes, you're less than the man. You see, this is the mentality of people. Don't let it affect you.
It doesn't.
Let it go deep, son, and know that I love you, your family love you, your friends love you. A hell of a lot of people love you. You don't need this kind of bullshit.
Well, I'm here because I understand that. But I have a family, a mother and a father who loves me.
You didn't have to tell them that. It's none of their damn business. And wait a minute.
And you talking about your son. What is your son doing?
And then the other man reacted, whatever the damn hell that means. Don't nobody care about you reacting, Melvin. See, this isn't about your reaction to my words. This is about you being real. Answer the damn question. Would you take, and I've been in your home, and you got room. Would you take a couple of men in there to help clean that house and help you out? No. Since you crippled and fell down a couple of times, would you bring them in? Straight men. Don't have to be gay to help them out. Would you?
He's selfish.
Would you? Or are you going to react again? See, what you forget is I've been in your damn house. I know what you got. That's my advantage. I would never have a show like this where I have the disadvantage. I have the advantage. I know what the hell I'm talking about. And I'm trying to point out to my homosexual friends that these people out here,
they take advantage. And so intrigued
yes.
about how we live our lives.
And then
And it's very,
Evangelist Boogie says, love doesn't keep you dependent. That's manipulation. Now he's talking about me. He's definite there for other reasons. Now he's talking about you.
he's talking about the both of us.
Yes. Now, look at him with the love that I've taught you. And just know that karma's coming to get this sucker.
I don't
No,
know.
no. It always happens.
I don't know who you are.
Oh, you want to answer him? Go ahead.
Fuck him.
Wait a minute.
You.
No, wait a minute. He's young. That's why he talks that way.
It doesn't matter. I mean.
Oh, wait a minute. Somebody said something else here. He says, don't worry about them, PJ. This Euro form of Christianity have twisted the church, had twisted the minds of so many. See, this person knows. See, he's saying that's what a twisted mind sounds like. They're twisted. And I'm a pastor. You talk about this man like that, you ought to be ashamed of yourself.
He did not talk about him.
Say. And then he says, with you know the difference or the definition, what does that DEF stand for? I don't know what that stands for.
DF.
Okay. And then Evangelist Boogie comes back. This is very interesting. Boogie says, that's what's wrong with our black man, gay and straight. And black women are having to go to other races because you are underperforming. Is this a bitch? This hoe is lonely. This hoe is lonely for some dick.
Well, why do you think that way?
Because
I think
she's hungry for a date.
You need to dig deep. And then you'll realize it, and then you'll be conscious of it, and then you will never.
After all, this is social media, and when you come on here, I just wanted my friends to come on here and see what is going on. Now, I know I'm going to get a lot of negative feedback on this cast because he said, man, you have never gone this deep. I'm going as deep as a rabbit hole would take me. Talking about this man like that. You don't know anything about this man. I think I need you to, you know that movie called Reload? I need you to put a little reload because I need it. And don't you people worry about what he's doing because you ain't going to see nothing. I'll show you if I want to show you. Now, let me see what's happening here. Wow.
I think you need to.
That's what's wrong with our black men, gay and straight. So you think?
I think so too. I mean, because we're always focused on the gay men, but the heterosexual men, the way they live is unorthodox.
I don't know what this man means by you what trolling is. What is he saying to me?
He said what?
He said you what trolling is.
No, he's what reality is.
Yes, I'm reality. I'm not trying to see. It looks like trolling to you because that's all you can do, Mel.
That's all you know.
Yeah. Now Evangelist Boogie comes on and says, how can you help a young man if he's working a basic job, can't even afford an apartment? I think you're cheating the young men so that you can get some energy. Damn.
I mean, he's playing devil's advocate.
Yes, he is. Of course, he's trying
He
to trap me.
definitely is.
He's trying to trap me, and that's the oldest game in the book. In my logic book, that would be a what do they call that? I forget it. I don't feel like going to the library grabbing the book. But that's what they do. They argue back like little teenage girls, trying to find something to win up on me about.
Yeah, he's trying to
I
say.
did this webcast to help my young gay friends that are going to run in to people that has put them out of their homes, told them that they're going to hell, and made them turn their back on organized religion.
That's not the
Oh,
end all be all.
I may invite this man to talk to me about what he feels. Hello, 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 hello.
What's going down?
Well, how are you doing?
I'm all right.
I want you to answer a couple of things. I'll let you know right now that
Okay.
I'm on a live webcast. You are not
Okay.
gay or a homosexual, are you?
Not at all.
Not at all. Do you hate any homosexual or gay person that you know?
No, I hate to each his own.
What are your thoughts on people that will not let to each his own?
I say it again.
What are your thoughts on people that won't let people be who they are without criticizing them?
Well, see, that's what it is. People criticize you and don't know the justice of everything. They going off what they judgment is. A person is bad and a person is bad just because a person is homosexual or whatever they got going on. That's their life. I don't have nothing to do with that. I tell everybody, do what you do.
Right.
I tell everybody, just do what you do.
I appreciate it. I'm about to end up this cast. I'll get back at you.
Okay.
All right, man. I just thought that I'd do that to let you people know I didn't tell that person to call. That's just a proof. I don't troll. I don't have to do that. It's lying. Only a lying ass would do that. You're looking at these young people's terms and you're getting carried away with it. Don't try to bitch me with that whoredom shit. You sorry ass fool. Wait a minute. Let me continue to read this. Then he says, I massage you in order to apologize for trolling. Definition? What?
Trolling.
I don't get it.
He's asking for a definition.
He said no. I massage you in order to apologize for the troll. No, you didn't massage me, fool. I didn't believe it in the first place.
Yeah.
You are what you are forever.
Yeah,
you can never change. See, I don't need to be born again. You do. And let me see. Definition. I don't did well. What does that mean? Wait, Evangelist Boogie says we need our young black men to make money and preserve our communities.
Okay, so and the evangelist, what's his name?
This is
if you have the resources, I'm gonna give you my email.
Yeah. See?
Kalyn, KALYN, Mitch, MITTH, @gmail.com. Okay? If you feel so strongly about that,
he ain't gonna call
put your money where your mouth is. I'm open.
Yeah, I'll end in 15 minutes. I am apologizing to you for trolling. No, see, he's trying. No, he rejects that. That's rejected. You can't change. Can a leopard change his spots? He can't. You are what you are. If you hate homosexuals, you're going to hate them till you go to the coffin. Okay. You're going to hate gay men till you go to the coffin.
You can't be like, I apologize.
And when gay men come to this and hear this, they're going to know it. Don't try to make these people your friends. These people will never love you. They don't know how to love. Shit. Angry with themselves. And then Evangelist Boogie says, I don't mean to be harsh, But someone has to ask the tough questions, sir. You're coming on here presenting an image. You're not coming on here presenting no image. I just asked him to come and sit down with me. What image? What's the matter with you, man?
That's what I said. I mean, this is what trolling is. We don't know each other. We're on here for entertainment, to bring awareness.
Yes.
This is how many generations apart are we? This is like, come on. This is a blessing.
3 generations ahead of you and more.
This is a blessing.
And it's a blessing. It is a blessing for a young man to be around an older man that happens to be gay like him, that is not going to bullshit him. And that came out of the church that condemned him.
Yeah.
You are not going to find me condemning any homosexual, but you will hear me condemning any human being that is having sex with somebody that doesn't care for him. And I tell a young man today, don't get it mixed up with nobody that don't give a damn about you. And now how many straight men have gotten with these hoes, with these women out here, and had to, and you know what? I'm not going to mention the name. I know one man got involved with a hoe. She took all the money from him, embarrassed him, made a fool out of him, and the man to this day won't even call me. And I'm the one that helped him get his mind back.
You know.
They know who they are. Wait a minute, here's another one. I don't mean to be harsh. I read that. Evangelist Boogie says, I'll send you a website to a college or trade. No young black man should be dependent upon another for their livelihood. This bitch. Wait a minute, I got to tell him this about me. This man makes more than a month.
No.
Okay.
It takes
because she's talking out of her ass.
Hold on. It takes a village, okay? A community. I don't know how you were raised. And if you have any children, grandchildren, I pray to God that you are not alone. Because it seems like it at this point.
They ain't going to tell you.
Listen.
Don't let them get to you. I'm telling you, these church folks.
This is a community, a real community right here. It's actually putting in the work right here.
Wait a minute, they're writing. Let me see what the other people are saying. Oh, I'm loving this. Okay. This one says,
yeah, now I'm about to get more involved. Wow.
Wait a minute. I still don't understand how you are helping them and not enabling them boys at your place. I can't help you. All right. And then the other guy says, trolling is what I was doing, not what I was doing. What the hell is he talking about? And then the last statement says, don't let them trigger you, your brother. Keep pushing. See, he's talking to you. Yeah. He's saying, don't let them trigger you.
I'm not triggered.
Because that's what they try to do. And see, when other gay men watch this, that's what they got to do. Pause it, talk about it. What do you think they were trying to trigger you? But if you're a homosexual and you're Aquarian and you're educated, 3 fucking college degrees on the wall, and these fools probably don't even know what a system of education looks like. Don't waste your time with these minds. That's how come I tell them, you're not even in my league, not even on the same damn page.
We're not on the same landfill.
No, they're not. And that's because they're thinking negative things about gay men.
Yeah, it's okay.
But like the man said, don't let them trigger you. And I wanted to show what these church people are. And they use these, I'm evangelist, this and that. You ain't shit. And you need to shut the hell up. Don't nobody care about your fake ass self. And I'm glad that you attend my site, but you fake ass. Damn. And I can't change that like you can't. Evangelist Boogie comes back and says to me, you even know what the power of a degree is, which is why you have a house. You must want them, young men, to have jobs, though. Interesting. Now, did you hear that? He thinks that he knows what I got my house for, and that I got these degrees to get a house. That motherfucker. Talk to him, because he's out of his mind. I had the house before I went to grad school. What's the matter with you?
He had 2 children.
I'm 80 years old. I had 2 children. Okay.
You're late.
Took a woman that came from a foreign country and said, don't worry, when your visa run out, baby, you can stay with me. Because I'm that kind of dude. I'm that kind of dude. So you see,
still living in the same
and in the same house, blessing other people, and you coming against.
That's what I'm talking about, community.
Oh, man, we don't know the power of a degree. Get up off your ass and go to work and do something.
I have mothers and the father, people around me.
And then he says something ain't right. Evangelist Bogey says something ain't right. See, whatever you try to do, that's how come I don't talk with him. Leave him alone. You can't help him. That's what the church is. You've been strictly colonized. Thank you. You've been strictly colonized by your colonizers, and you follow what they tell you, and you're a hopeless, helpless case. Well, I'm better get ready to end this. Those of you can see what direction Pastor John will be headed in the future. He's not going to have those nice little quaint back and forths. No, it will be something that will cause you to think. You can troll all you want. You can think all you want. I think it's ridiculous. Oh, it got dark in LA. I'm closing my blinds. I don't like people looking in my house because they need to mind their own business. There we go. I was going to say, I was talking to God, my Father, and I said, Lord, as I live on this planet the rest of my life, I don't want to do any more theology. The church has totally flipped out. The church is not the answer. I don't care what you think. Think for your own. I have come full circle. I want to have nothing to do with people that think like that. Because God did not condemn a whole species of people, homosexuals. That's what I'm talking about. God has not condemned all the homosexuals to some scorching place. You can take whatever example you can find in any book, in any transliteration, and do it. I recall for years I would ask my Lord, how would you call me to be a senior pastor? And you know that I have love feelings for these men. And especially it drove me up the walls when they told me that their wives wasn't even coming on to them. It's a shame. The whole dictates of the church doesn't work because they're blackmailing the man. I'm not going to give you what you need until you give me what I want. Huh. Then you end up miserable and you get old and you want to attack me because I'm living life and having fun. I had a young man that approached me. I couldn't give you his name and said, put all these other people out your life. He's in his early 20s. And he says, I got my job and I'm going to work and everything, but I'd love to live with you the rest of your life. And me and you can live as family. You know what I told him? Nope. Got too many others that need my help. Tired of sitting on the edges, listening to nincompoops, insane asylums mess up these young men's lives. Now, I told you, I don't want to be no woman. I don't want to wear no dress. One man told me on this cast, you got a lot of feminine stuff in you. Go ahead, I love you too, bro. But I don't want to be no woman. There ain't nothing better than being a black man on this planet today. Ain't nothing like being a black man. And when you got society got you acting crazy out of your mind because you're afraid to be seen as who you are. And I'm not getting drunk in my own house. And if I did, what's it to you? Mind your own business or bring me a bottle of vino. I did this cast because I'm trying to show these young men, for those of you that think that I'm no, this is legalized sativa. I don't do indica, I do sativa. It's good because it relaxes my mind. I purchase it with my own money. There's nothing illegal about it. It helps me think clearer. And those of you that is thinking double need to take a hit of this. That's why I changed my program being not for kids, because I'm not talking to children. I think I'm talking with grown-ass people. Well, now let me see. Forgive me, Pastor. This is what he says. Do you find my questioning offensive? No. I believe that you're being an antagonist. You're not helping the young men, bro. Help the young men. That young man that was in here, I told him, I said, let's see if we'll find some help this time. No, you can stay on. I love you, man. You're not bothering me. Evangelist Boogie continues to talk and says, I'm not condemning gay man. I'm trying to understand why this gay love you speak of, because it seems strange. It seems you want their energy more than to help them build independency. That's an excellent way to end the program. It's not like that at all. I need them to give their energy because I desire their energy. Their energy is what keeps me alive. I so detest the culture that they live in that it should have killed me years ago. But when I get their energy from their hearts and minds and souls, it keeps me alive and gives me the fortitude to do this. Know this, that in case you ever hear about me dying, because I tell everybody that knows me, it is because I'm tired of living. I can be dead in a week with no problem. Then Evangelist Boogie says, let him know I mean no harm, Pastor. He's a beautiful man. I speak as a single black mother raising sons. I appreciate you saying that. Because what you think I see him as, I know his mama and daddy. I won't go into that. I love these boys. Hell, I love them. I ain't gonna let nobody talk me out of loving them. I get angry, I get violent when you do that. I want my kind of love for these boys to spread throughout the gay community. All this other bullshit that they leave these people alone and do what I'm doing. I don't tell them that because I know a lot of gay pastors and everything, and they think that they're doing the right thing. Go ahead and do it. I wouldn't waste my time doing. Love them. And stop giving all these stats. Well, if you had this, you had this. You ain't, man, come on. And I'm supposed to be a sugar daddy. He stopped me from telling you how much I get a month. They make more a month than I get on my Social Security. And that's all I'm living off of. And that ain't nothing. If they do anything for me, they feed me a meal now and then. They may buy some food and it smell good and I haven't had it. And I said, ooh, and they said, oh, we got you, old man. But mostly they eat health food, very healthy food, conscientious. I don't ask them for nothing. I don't need nothing from them. One of them asked me today, could he wear my leather jacket? I said, get your own. He said, you got some fine clothes here. I ain't mad at him. Why should I say, no, you can't wear my leather jacket? I'll be dead in a few seconds. And you want me to tell them how to make more money. You know what? Y'all people, when you address a gay man, you need to stop and think. The only thing that I have against gay men now is that some of them are too feminine and it embarrasses me. Oh man, I'm over 2 hours already. Thank you for coming to my website and joining me. I hope that you learn something. I will let him know that you meant no harm to him. I will let him know that you meant no harm. God bless you. And you guys hang tight. Tell your friends about this 2-hour show. I know it's a lot, but tell them to listen to what I'm saying. Listen to what I'm saying and stop responding to what other people has taught you about other people that you know nothing of. That's all I'm saying. All right. God bless you, Boogie. I love you.